Hi everyone, Renee here. So I am showing you my most recent evening skincare routine for the summer. I mentioned in my morning routine that this summer my skin has been behaving oddly normal, which is absolutely not normal for me. Usually there's something that I'm trying to fix or balance out or, avoid. But things have been really unproblematic and, I'm not complaining. I have been getting some closed comedones around my chin area, around my nose area, which definitely comes from wearing a mask and from stress, but they haven't been escalating, which is good. They just go away pretty quickly before they become really inflamed and red and volcanic. So I've really been able to enjoy this ritual of self-care again, where my skin doesn't really need so much, but I get to pamper and I get to experiment a little bit, have some fun and skin-entertain myself. So I'm going to do a double cleanse, and I've mentioned before that these days I don't always need a double cleanse. It really depends on whether or not I'm venturing out, if I have extra layers on my skin or not. Today I think a double cleanse is in order because I am testing out a new sort of tinted sunscreen, which is almost sort of makeup-like. Anyway, it is an extra layer and it does have, water-resistant sunscreen filters, which definitely requires an oil cleanser to effectively remove. So my first cleanse, as usual, is going to be an oil-based one. So I am rotating two of them right now. Let's first talk about Laneige's Cream Skin Milk Oil Cleanser. So this is not your typical oil cleanser. This is a cross between a cream cleanser and an oil cleanser. So it comes out actually very milky and lightweight. When you apply it, it's not particularly creamy, it's not particularly oily either. If I'm wearing my heavy-duty waterproof Japanese eyeliners or mascaras, then this probably won't be able to remove that as well as some of my other, like the DHC cleansing oil. But it's perfect for me at the moment because I'm not wearing any of that makeup. It does not sting or irritate the eyes whatsoever. And also this emulsifies and rinses off completely clean. The other cleanser I've been using is just pure indulgence. It's from Lovina, their Dragon's Blood Vitamin C Cleansing Oil. This is just for really treating yourself. I got this in my Boxwalla, which I've mentioned before. Boxwalla is probably the most beautifully curated subscription box in existence. I've discovered so many beautiful brands from them, and also you get it at a fraction, I'm not even joking, a fraction of the price that you would pay for a regular full-sized. So this is pretty much full of just all these beautiful herbal, antioxidant-rich plant and fruit extracts. The red, bright red color comes from the cloudberry, the chokeberry, but also the dragon's blood, which is the name given to a bunch of plants that have that blood red resin, and it smells like guava. There is also guava oil in here, and guava just reminds me of being in Asia. It's just this beautiful, this has the THD ascorbate, vitamin C derivative, but it's also got 2% double encapsulated BHA, which is, again, perfect for summer. So this can actually be used over the eyes to remove eye makeup, and your eyes will not sting because of the double encapsulation. All you have to do is just focus more on the areas where you feel you need some decongesting. And if you just focus on massaging those areas, and it will sort of go deep and work into those areas. It's definitely just a very lightweight cleanser, not heavy, decongests, does not dry out the skin, but also it emulsifies beautifully and it rinses off completely clean. So for the second cleanse, I have two that I'm using that I absolutely love. Let's start off with Allies of Skin, the Molecular Silk Amino Hydrating Cleanser. This has become one of my favorite gel cleansers. Usually I'm not really that excited about gel cleansers. Low pH, gentle, it adds back to your skin as it cleanses your skin. But the most noticeable thing that I love is just after you rinse off, your skin just has this incredibly smoothed out texture. It's almost like the rice bran texture. I don't know what it is, but it just makes your skin feel so smooth and soft and not dehydrated. It's not stripping at all. If I don't apply anything on my skin a while after cleansing, it still feels hydrated. That's saying something. Tatra's Rice Wash is as elegant as I expected. I mean, this is a hybrid of a cream cleanser and their enzyme powder. This has the same kind of milky lather as the enzyme cleanser. This has ingredients that are really hydrating to the skin. It's got the algae, it's got the hyaluronic acid, but also after you rinse it off, it's got that beautiful rice bran finish. So your skin just feels so super smooth. It looks brighter. The skin feels hydrated after using this. In fact, it feels hydrated for a long time after using this. For my last bunch of evening routines, I feel like I've been showing you what I've been doing on my tretinoin nights. So today I'm just going to show you what I'm doing on the nights that I don't use retinoids. I use tretinoin 4 times a week, so every other day. That's been working perfectly for me. And yes, I do continue to use tretinoin throughout the summer. I don't see the point of stopping. I certainly wouldn't start using it during the summer. I wouldn't want to go through retinizing and going through all of that when, the sun is really strong and you're getting a lot of exposure, because, your skin is extra vulnerable during that time. Since my skin is completely adjusted, it's fine. My tret off nights are usually when I will use an acid toner. Acid toners and exfoliation is not something that I use regularly, more like once or twice a week. So depending on the needs of my skin, I'll either use an AHA or BHA, but probably my favorite acid toner right now is this one from Josh Rosebrook, their Daily Acid Toner. And this is probably one of the most beautiful acid toner formulas I've used. It's very, very gentle. It actually is gentle enough where I could probably use this every day, but I do tend to still be on the more cautious side. This feels like you're putting hibiscus and chamomile tea on your face. That's what it smells like. And even though this is liquidy, this is seriously, seriously hydrating. You don't really need an extra hydrator after this. At least I don't. I don't get intense tingling from this. There really is no irritation. There's no redness. This totally gives my skin so much like dewy glossiness. I love it. For those days when my skin feels like it's just really congested, or I could see the blackheads or even feel closed comedones, that's when I'll use a BHA toner. For me, it's always going to be either Paula's Choice 2% BHA lotion exfoliant or clear anti-redness exfoliating solution. They both contain 2% salicylic acid, and they're just really great at just putting a stop to the escalation of like closed comedones or blackheads into anything more. They just clear out the pores. They just clarify. And so instead of using retinaldehyde, I've gone back to using my copper amino isolate serum too. I will always bring this back to my routine, this and the CAIL. There's something really magical about what this does to skin that is just inexplicable, but when you use it, you know. This is also completely weightless. In fact, I feel like my skin just kind of sucks it in so fast that it doesn't even get a chance to spread. But right now, when I just feel like my skin needs a lot less and it doesn't want as many layers, this is perfect. Now this step I've been having a lot of fun with. I've been experimenting with the new 100% niacinamide powder from The Ordinary. So this is kind of fun. I mean, you guys know niacinamide is a very important ingredient to me. I love my niacinamide serums. And I just feel as though it's played such a huge part in just maintaining my skin and making it stronger. As far as the redness, the inflammation, the evenness of my skin tone, the strength of my skin barrier, how well my skin holds on to hydration now, I mean, all of that has to do with niacinamide. So this just allows us to add a boost of niacinamide to some of our favorite formulas. Of course, you want to make sure that these are formulas that don't already have a lot of niacinamide in it. But also, the other caveat is you really want to make sure that you are using formulas that have a neutral pH of like 5 to 7, which is pretty much any hydrating toner or hydrating serum. The only formulas that are really going to fall below that are acids. So that includes vitamin C, L-ascorbic acid. Usually the pH of that is around, it's in the 3s or the 4s. But also acid toners, acid serums, BHA, AHAs. So I've been having a lot of fun mixing this into different formulas that I've been using and loving. The MMHC is the most obvious choice. This works perfectly well. The other formula it works beautifully with is marine hyaluronics, which is another just purely hydrating serum. The Ordinary's Buffet or Matrixol is also fantastic. Like any peptide serum is great. In fact, Buffet and copper peptides 1%. You can use it in this as well. I haven't yet because I like to separate everything, but that is a possibility. I've mixed my favorite beta glucan serum with it. Works beautifully. The one from Cosmetic Immunity, the beta glucan recovery serum. It's just, this is one of my favorite combinations. The other favorite combination is I love mixing it with The Ordinary's Amino Acids plus B5. As you know, amino acids is a natural moisturizing factor because it will really help minimize transepidermal water loss. This is great for keeping your skin barrier strong and just keeping hydration in your skin. So it comes with its own measuring spoon, so it will make it very easy for you to measure very precisely. I am, however, using my own eyeballs. So I apply the serum first in my hand and then a little bit of the powder. I mean, it's always good to start off conservatively. At first it's a little powdery, you can feel a little gritty, but that goes away just instantaneously. It completely dissolves into the serum, and so far it's just been working beautifully. And again, it's always good to start off conservatively, just with a little bit first, and then work your way up to what you're comfortable with. For eyes, I've gone back to Niacinamide FECC, especially because I feel it's so perfect for the summer because it's so liquidy and light, and it's just a very, very concentrated serum. I also love the fact that I can put this on my eyelids as well, just all over. This is really concentrated for age defense, so it's packed with peptides, antioxidants, all those ingredients that just really help preserve this area around your eyes. This particularly targets what other eye formulas don't, which is sagging upper eyelid area. So, you know, and I love that. I love that I could put it on my mobile eyelid. So it sinks in really quickly, which I love, but it still leaves your skin feeling really dewy and soft and plumped with hydration. So for fine lines, it just really plumps your skin out. For moisturizer, I've been really loving Cosmetic Immunity's Ceramide Protective Cream. I mean, give me all the ceramides and all the beta glucan. What I particularly love about this is that it just feels really soothing and comforting on the skin and silky. I love that this leaves a nice silky finish. So, I mean, even though it absorbs really quickly and it's still lightweight, I mean, listen, right now, I just want everything to be lightweight. I don't want anything sitting on my skin. It sinks in, your skin is moisturized, and I like that it leaves a little bit of that glazed donut thing. And then, of course, for lips, it's gotta be Beneath Your Skin's Remedy Conditioning Lip Balm. This has the ability to somehow lure my soul into relaxation. I use this as a lip sleeping mask because it is rich enough that when I apply it on my lips at nighttime, it stays throughout the night, and in the morning my skin on my lips is just so soft and moisturized. And honestly, I keep saying this, but the way this smells just soothes me so much, and it just makes me incredibly happy. I mean, I like the way this smells more than I like the way anything smells. It's just, again, it's that yuzu, it's the chamomile. It's such a treat for the senses, especially at the end of the day, at night, when you're just going to bed. So that's it for my evening skincare routine. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this, and until next time, I'm wishing you great skin health. Bye!